Hey guys, Mark here from H2 Tackle and Outdoors. Just headed to work this morning. I got some windshield time, and idle mind doesn't go very well for me, so I'm always thinking and I'm always planning, and there's always something brewing in my head. I think this morning I'm going to talk a little bit about being a giver and not a taker. I see so much of this anymore that it's starting to really get under my skin. Everybody seems like they're on the take all the time. I don't know, society is in such a big shift, it seems to me right now, that it just seems like everybody wants something for nothing. You know, it doesn't matter where you go to a store, go talk to somebody at a restaurant. You know, people at restaurants are always trying to get something more than what they're paying for. People go to a store, always trying to get more, always think they're getting ripped off, just trying to take on the take all the time, always on the take and what's in it for me. I want to talk about being a giver instead of a taker. Not that I'm going to make any huge difference in the world, but one of the things about being a giver instead of a taker is it comes around and goes around. I've heard that expression before, I'm sure. About everything that comes around goes around. What I mean by being a giver instead of a taker is just giving just a little bit more than what you take from somebody. Obviously, you can't do that with money, because I think I tried that once several years ago. My wife and I think we gave out more money than we actually took in. It doesn't work real well, to be honest with you. Don't try that. I don't recommend that. What I mean, in some ways, let's talk about advice, okay? Whether you're fishing or hunting or trapping or anything like that, the society that I grew up in the fishing and hunting and trapping mentality, was everybody was tight-lipped about everything. Where'd you catch those fish at? They wouldn't tell you. Where'd you shoot those pheasants at? Wouldn't tell you. How'd you catch all those coons? Wouldn't tell you. You know, just everybody was tight-lipped. In this day and age, you have to understand that there's a lot to go around for people. And if somebody truly is struggling with something, needs some advice, a guy's out with this kid, they're trying to catch some fish, they're not having any luck, and you are, you know, maybe let them know. Look, why don't you try over here? Why don't you use this kind of lure? Why don't you try fishing at this depth and use this technique? Something like that. Guys, it's not going to hurt you. You have to be careful, though, who you give the advice to when you're fishing and hunting or trapping, for that matter. If you give advice to the wrong person, the next thing you know, there's 15 boats over your hunting hole. It happens. But sooner or later, being a giver comes back. And sooner or later, it'll pay for itself. Somebody will come along and say, here, you bought these two, I'll give you this one for free. Things like that. It just comes around. So put that thought in your head. How can you give more than you take? If everybody in the world did that, or at least everybody in the country, in our society, in our groups, in our world, if everybody did that, imagine how much better things would be if people gave more than they took. Wouldn't life be a lot better? That's just something to think about. Thanks for watching to the end of this and listening to me ramble. You guys have a good day.